All right, good morning from day 2 of our Colorado BDR ride. We're just leaving the town of Ouray. We had a good night camping last night. We got the last tent site within about 25 miles of here. It was crazy. It's Labor Day weekend, so everything's been booked. Anyway, we did get a tent site, made some dinner at camp, got a good night's sleep. I slept until 7:30 this morning, which was awesome. So we didn't get rolling out of camp till like 9:30, unfortunately, but that's okay. Had a nice breakfast at camp. Now we're heading up to back up into the high mountains here to join back up with the track, and we'll get on some of the passes like Cinnamon Pass, Corkscrew Pass. Should be an awesome day. Beautiful weather. Can't complain. Life is good. Look at this beautiful waterfall. We're outside of Ouray, Colorado here. We're going back up to Ouray Pass and Red Mountain Pass this way. Just an amazing part of Colorado. It's actually a pretty impressive waterfall. Be cool to see that when it was like really going, you know. How we doing today, Mr. Jeff?
We are doing awesome. How are you doing today?
Good. I shaved this morning, so I feel good, you know.
Did you remember the autograph cards?
Yeah. Well, I'm ready for autographs today, so.
And you have your lipstick removal, right, for all the ladies?
Yeah. Okay, so we got off the pavement and we're immediately climbing this fairly rugged, steep trail. This is Corkscrew Gulch. So I guess it goes up to Corkscrew Pass. We saw some dirt bikes and side-by-sides, so I guess this is a... Oh, we already cut up to that side-by-side up here. So I guess this is a OHV, you know, approved trail. The nice thing about where we were yesterday is that it was street legal only, so you didn't have the side-by-sides and stuff like that. This is fun. This is like being on a roller coaster. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, I got past a bunch of Jeeps and side-by-sides and stuff. Now we're really starting to climb this thing. It's definitely a steep grade, and I just went through a switchback. I didn't get it on film, but there's another switchback, I think. Yeah, you definitely got to keep rolling and pay attention to what you're doing here. This is not the time to slow down. Keep that momentum up and just look ahead at where you want to go, and you'll be surprised what you can make your motorcycle do. That's pretty fun. I'm not even waiting for Jeff at this point. I'm just trying to maintain momentum, and if I stop to wait for him, those Jeeps and side-by-sides are going to pass me again, and then I'm not going to be able to climb this hill. I'm going to be stuck behind them. The people in the Jeeps and stuff and the Razors, you know, they've got automatic transmissions. They don't understand that, you know, the gearing on these adventure bikes is so tall. I can't go that slow. Like, I'll stall out and slip over, you know, or fall over, I mean. I think there's a hard left turn here. Oh, this is a tricky turn. Oh, this is technical. All these rocks are so loose. This isn't as hard as Ouray Pass yesterday, but this is still a pretty good challenge. Okay, this looks like a good place to take a little breather. Oh, there's Jeff. There he is. Oh crap, that's where we came up. Whoa. So I'm telling you guys, the traction control is your best friend. Don't turn off your traction control. Know how to use your traction control to your advantage. On these 100 horsepower bikes, it helps you from sliding the rear end out on tricky stuff like that. Okay, let's see what we've got here. This is a pass. Looks like a pass marker. Nobody died. So we just rode up Corkscrew Pass. It was pretty intense, honestly. Those switchbacks are tough and rocky and loose, and you got Jeeps side by side in your way. It's just survival mode, just trying to mob up that thing. I think the video came out really good, but no incidents. We're just hanging in there. I think yesterday was good practice.
A good workout. Was definitely the test of our body endurance.
How'd you like Corkscrew Pass?
It was awesome coming up. All the people that we share the road with were very courteous. They moved over, made space for us. And it was awesome. It was great.
Okay, so now we're descending from Corkscrew Pass, and we're heading up this way through this valley, and then I guess that's Hurricane Pass up there. It's so dramatic here. There's just no other like area like this in the world that I know of where the trails are kind of like this. I mean, we're at 13,000 feet above sea level here, and of course here's a side-by-side trying to kill us. Oh, now I gotta pay attention here to where I'm going. Let's see, we gotta go left. So yeah, amazing day out here. We just talked to a park ranger, and he said that this is the busiest weekend he's seen in his 25-year career, this Labor Day weekend of this year. He said he's never seen more people out here, so I guess the days of having the backcountry to yourself are definitely have come to an end, that's for sure, but people have a right to do it just as much as we do, so. Up. This is steep as hell right here. I just can't even describe how steep this is right now. I wish I could just somehow portray this. Looks like he drops his bike there. The mistake I made was stopping here. I didn't know which way to go, and I couldn't look at my GPS in time. So now I got to get going on this super steep rocky hill. It's going to really suck. And he's going to have to get going too. Well, it's bound to happen eventually. That's why they call it adventure riding. Can't even put my friggin' kickstand down. Pile up some rocks here. Oh, fuck. I think what I'm going to do maybe is back up here, and then I can maybe maintain a little momentum instead of trying to start on this hill. So here's the horizon like this, and there's the hill there. It's steep. Like, this is no joke, you guys. See, the problem is he can't get going because it's too steep and rocky. It's so difficult to regain your footing and momentum. But Jeff's an awesome rider. Looks like he's starting to struggle for sure. And then you try to stop, you just slide backwards. That's how steep it is. Just go. And he's down. Okay, I'm coming. This is no joke.
No joke.
This is so steep and loose. Like, I can barely walk on this.
I'm not gonna walk it up.
Let me take at least a photo here before I help you pick up. Okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to drag the bike the right direction first? You just want to pick it up?
Well, it's in gear. So I'll pick it up, I'll hold the brake. And I'm
okay.
going to try to walk it over there.
Okay, can you push?
I got it.
It still feels like it's falling over. What the? dude. The bike just slides. It's all loose rock. There's no traction. I think this trail is so torn up from all the use this year. So tell us what happened.
Well, honestly, I think I didn't have enough speed rounding that hairpin turn down there, and I was kind of chugging. And with the angle being so steep over here, if you hit in these slippery rocks, you're screwed.
Yeah.
And you need to be in the right traction control mode.
What we found out was that the way I was able to get his bike up that hill was put it in slip level 8 and just let the bike just give it full throttle and let the bike tractor up real slow, because it was just wanting to skid out.
Yep, that's the benefit. You can just gun it and it's going to figure out everything it needs to do. You just have to ride it.
So now we're going to take some energy gels and then be on our way. Yeah, you got to have these things. These are made for like cycling or runners, but when you get kind of tired out, take one of those.
Well, we were cycling.
All right, we're going to try to get up this hill. We just watched 2 other venture bikes struggle up, but they did make it. We've been having some trouble with these rocks, so I'm going to go into slip level 8 to give me a little bit more traction control, and we're just going to go. Yeah, boy. Get it. Yeah, boy. My God, KTM knows how to build a bike. Woo! Yeah. I didn't die. Oh, so much better in level 8. Oh my God. So I actually read the KTM manual last night, and it says for steep, like rocky, loose rocks, use number 7 through 8 or even 9. And that turns out to be true. What do you know? That they actually studied this stuff. Oh shit, Jeff made it too. Awesome. Yeehaw!
Man, what a difference that. No slip.
Are you in number 8? Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
That just tractored up.
Yeah.
That just goes up.
It's so forgiving.
God. That's like cheating.
It's totally cheating.
Okay, number 8.
Yep.
Hurricane Pass.
What is this?
Hurricane Pass.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, we made it to the top of Hurricane Pass. Pretty awesome. Figured out the traction control settings on these bikes. It's what is the elevation here? 13,000 feet. So yeah, that's why we're out of breath and feel like we're gonna have a heart attack. We made it. No more drops after having some quite a fiasco getting up that last hill. All right, now we're climbing up California Pass. You really have to bring your A game for this kind of riding. This is so steep. Switchback. California Pass. 12,960 feet. Alright, so we're in Animas Fork. You can see here the old abandoned mining buildings, and it's kind of a hub of activity because you've got all the trails converging from Silverton and Ouray and Lake City that way, Cinnamon Pass. And yeah, it's kind of a cool little destination to check out. So we're ready. We're going to head up over Cinnamon Pass now. And then we'll be down towards Lake City, but it's already after lunchtime, so we'll probably get lunch in Lake City and then figure out how far we're going to ride after that. It could be a long day of riding because I was hoping to get over towards Taylor Reservoir, at least, or Buena Vista today, so we'll see how that works. Stopped at some really cool old mining ruins, and it's in pretty good shape. Quite a lot of wood, lumber here. With today's prices of lumber, hey, you could probably pay off your house if you had all this lumber. You resold it, right? Well, Jeff decided we need to visit inside the old mining building, so hopefully we won't collapse through the floor. What do you think, Jeff?
I think this is awesome. I think that if this fell on me right now, I probably wouldn't be going home.
Okay, we're starting our climb up Cinnamon Pass now. I've ridden Cinnamon Pass before, and when I rode it, I was on a fully loaded V-Strom with, you know, camping gear, and I had street tires on that V-Strom, and I can't believe I rode this. This is rocky, but it's not as steep as the other passes, so it's not as bad. You just kind of have to bounce over these rocks, but it's not super steep like those other ones. I can't believe I rode this on my V-Strom. I must have been out of my mind. Okay, we're getting close to the top of Cinnamon Pass. Looks like there's a little bit more of a climb here right as we get to the top. We'll stay on the rocks here. Better traction. No problem. All right, we made it to Cinnamon Pass. What's the elevation? 12,640. So I think this is our last big tall mountain pass for a while. We're getting out of the San Juans at this point, heading more to the east. So awesome ride. Catch you later. See, I don't know what this guy's doing, so look through the switchbacks. Always got to look through the switchbacks to where you want to go. So coming off of Cinnamon Pass here, really pretty descent, super scenic. Not too technical, but there's still switchbacks and still loose rocks, mud, water on the road, narrow trails. So we're down off the mountain from Cinnamon Pass. It's a long road getting down off Cinnamon Pass. So we're almost to Lake San Cristobal and Lake City. Now we're not on this nice kind of easy gravel road. Haven't been on a road like this since sometime yesterday morning, so it's kind of nice to be on something a little bit smoother that's not just rattling your teeth out. So awesome day so far. We're gonna get some lunch in Lake City and then figure out how much further we can go today without getting too exhausted. So I think if you plan on doing these BDRs, you know, it might take you a little longer than you think, just because if you like to stop and take photos and take videos and look around, and especially this section 2, it's almost an all-day thing. Even though it's only like 40 or 50 miles, it takes you all day. So yeah, anyway, get into Lake City for some lunch after what already has been a pretty long day of pretty stressful riding, and then we'll go on from there. Alright, if you see this lake behind me, this is Lake San Cristobal, just outside of Lake City. Extremely beautiful area, beautiful lake, great spot to camp too. Doesn't get much nicer than that. What do you think, Jeff?
This is so beautiful. I would love to come out here for a week and enjoy this lake.
Yeah.
And all the backcountry.
Okay, we had a great lunch in Lake City. Great place to stop for lunch or spend the night. But we've got, you know, a good 4 hours of riding left in the day, so we're going to ride part of section 3 and probably stay somewhere near Gunnison tonight. Beautiful pavement ride coming out of Lake City over Slumgullion Pass, and then we'll hit some dirt up towards the direction of Gunnison, and we're gonna need to find a spot to camp near there. But Colorado continues to impress. Oh, and there's a tip in Lake City. We ate at the, it's called the Saloon. I'll put the name here, I forget already. But it's a pretty cool place to eat. All right, we're back on the dirt. Just after Slumgullion Pass, you turn off to the sort of northeast on this graded gravel road. I'm definitely in the mood for this after all the rocks and steep challenges that we had this morning, so very happy with this. And of course the scenery just continues to amaze. It's just really beautiful. You can see Jeff's gonna hang way back because of this dust. It's pretty bad. Thankfully there's a breeze kind of blowing the dust off to the side, hopefully. So we're in, oh, there's, what is that, deer? Oh, some sort of ram. We're in the middle of section 3. Look at this beautiful valley. So this is before Los Pinos Pass, if you want a reference for that. Beautiful ride along the creek this whole way for the last like 10, 20 miles. And you just get these beautiful rock formations and cliffs up above us. The road's pretty good, but there's just a lot of potholes, so you can't really go too fast. And if you start going too fast, you kind of miss the scenery. So there's definitely some thunderstorms out there that direction. I think we're going to skirt by them, but I'm not entirely sure. So we'll see if the weather holds for us. There's Jeff there. When you're hot and been riding all day, something's the best thing to do is just park by a river, nice little stream, and just dunk your head in, cool down, cool your shirt down, dunk your feet in the water. Oh, it feels so much better. Alright, so we had to make a slight detour on the route due to weather. We were driving into a pretty bad thunderstorm up on Los Pinos Pass, so we decided to take a detour down this canyon here with the Cebolla River here. It's actually really beautiful. And this will take us to Gunnison and shave off about 20 miles because it's going to be dark in a couple hours anyway. We don't have any more time to really waste in terms of getting to where we want to camp. So I think that you always got to keep in mind when you do these kind of rides. I've done a lot of this kind of touring, and just be flexible, be willing to change your route, be willing to go around bad weather, you know, and use your map skills, use your maps to figure out other alternate routes that would be a nice place to ride without always staying on the main route. I've always done it this way. And sometimes it's just not worth being miserable, you know. It turned out to be a beautiful ride down this river canyon. We cooled off in the river, you know, had a good time. So, and when I look behind me, I just see black clouds, so I think it's a good thing we went this way.